My name is Nix Marikuma, and we're finally finishing up our Aquarius 26 year reading. All right. For those of you guys who don't know who I am and what my business does, firstly, hi. My name is Nix Marikuma. I'm the owner of Marikuma Healing, where we heal our mind, body, soul, and heart. We learn about mental health, emotional health, physical well being, and spiritual growth. We learn how to listen to our body, feel comfortable resting and recharging, as well as how to push ourselves and be more productive. We also learn about how to handle our emotions and the way that we think and be more kinder to ourselves, right? Because self love and self acceptance is something that should be known, but is not something that's always appreciated. A lot of people think that if they put themselves first, that they're being selfish. You're not being selfish. If you don't know how to treat yourself right, you're not going to be able to treat other people correctly because you don't know how to do it. You can't give people what you don't have. You know what I mean? And when it comes to spiritual growth, it's balancing our shadow and our light. It's balancing ourselves and grounding ourselves and leveling our energies and our effort and time. It is going over there and being like, if this is a waste of my time, if this person has to feel big by me feeling small and insignificant, they're not worth my time. And I deserve better. That is spiritual growth. That is spiritual healing, right? Speaking of healing, we also talk about trauma, abuse, and toxicity. We talk about healthy relationships and how to get to there. We talk about the 6 steps of healing, forgiving yourself, working on your scars, understanding your trauma responses and triggers, letting go of toxic and abusive and unnecessary people, learning yourself, and embracing yourself. Therefore, you can embrace others and connect with people on a much higher level, right? Vibing with your tribe and things of that nature. We talk about mental, emotional, and physical disabilities. I do witchy vids. We talk about chakras, auras, psychic abilities, different clairsenses, the basic foundation of witchcraft, and different styles and types, right? And much, much more. I do card readings with playing cards. My playing cards give me answers to what is going on in y'all's life. It is a form of divination. I believe this form of divination is called cartomancy. So yeah, it's not necromancy, it's cartomancy. It's something similar to that. And it just means that I use cards to read the energy, situations, and things. Okay? At the end of the day, you're in charge of your own fate. You feel me? And for those of you guys who are wondering if we have TED Talks, yes, we do. We have three. Okay? Pansational talks, which we talk about more on the queer topics and things of that nature, will most likely come later on in 2026 to 2027. Okay? I'm working on that because it's a touchy topic to say the least. And I'm tap dancing with what I can and cannot do because, again, I travel quite a bit, and not all countries are for that type of topic. But fear not, we have three. Dark Minds and Butterflies are for all types of conversations of life, the good, the bad, the ugly, theories, conspiracies, and other things, right? And Barar, which is bends in rhythm, rhythm and rhyme. We express our emotions through poetry, music, art, and again, just talking about it. These TED Talks are designed for me to go over there and kind of communicate with you guys, but also for you guys to be a part of it. I am having a few collaboration ideas with a few other people who also have YouTube and things of that nature. So hopefully next year we will see a lot of collaboration for Marikuma Healing. That being said, the third one is not really mine. Okay, Dark Minds and Butterflies is mine. That one I own, right? It was supposed to be an anime. It turned out to be a TED Talk. And Barar is something that I made up too. So yeah, those ones I'm the host of. Witchy reads, everybody has it. And because a lot of my books are witchcraft related, right? It's witchy reads. Right now, we are currently on the Everyday Psychic. We have the introduction all the way up to chapter 4 and possibly chapter 5. Possibly. I put it on the back burner because we're doing our 2026 year reading. So when I'm done with the English versions and the Spanish versions, we're getting back to witchy reads, which will also be in English and in Spanish. And I'll be giving you guys a lot of like, details and advice as we're reading these books. I'm self-taught, okay? I don't have somebody teaching me how to do all these things. It's really just me figuring it out on my own. And so what I learn, I try to show you guys and be like, hey guys, before you jump into this, there's multiple ways, but if you try it this way, this may not be the move, right? Other than card readings and witchcraft readings and witchy vids, I read palms. I read your personality through your hands, and I also offer counseling and advice. I am not a certified counselor, but I've counseled quite a few people, and my business has been running for almost 2 years, which brings me up to an offer. All right. We are celebrating 1 year of YouTube on December 20th. That marks my year anniversary for YouTube and my business being on this platform. Thank you guys so much for 71 subscribers. Hopefully, more to come, right? That being said, not only am I celebrating a year of YouTube, I am celebrating 2 years of Marikuma Healing. My business has been running since 2024 and January 8th of 2026, right? We are going to hit our 2 year mark, baby. Let's go. So, because we're celebrating these milestones, if you have Airtel, MTN, or mobile money, it is 25k Uganda shillings for a year reading, right? If you have Airtel, it is 25k MTN or mobile money. Again, 25k Uganda shillings. If you have Zelle or PayPal, it is 20 USD for a reading, right? For a year reading. Now, I have prices about my regular readings if you guys have questions about love, finance, a person, yourself, the future, past, present, whatever it may be, is either $6 for a short read, $20 for a long, one hand is 6, two hands are 20. A week of counseling is $6 and a month of it is 20. A year worth of counseling is, I believe, $120 a year. Again, I have Airtel, MTN. I'm sorry, I have Airtel, PayPal, and Zelle. Those are my three forms of payments, but I can receive MTN and Airtel and mobile money through my Airtel account. PayPal and Zelle, I can only receive those. I'm not able to get Vimo or Cash App because it won't let me do it because, again, I'm in different places all the time. So sometimes it's allowed, and depending where I'm at, they'll be like, nah. All right. That is the longest introduction I know. We have finally got it out of the way. So buckle up, buttercup, get a seat, relax, grab a snack, because we're about to get into it. We are talking to Aquarius, whether you're born under the zodiac sign, whether you have it in your birth chart. Maybe you just have the spirit of an Aquarius, right? Or you are interested in an Aquarius or know an Aquarius, and you're like, what's their year going to be like? I already heard mine, right? Unless you're a water sign, yours are coming up. I'm going to be hustling today, guys. So, yeah, January through December, problems and solutions, and the theme of 2026 is what we're about to dig into. And we have two extra card decks. That way it can go a lot more faster. And we can see about repeating energies. As always, I'm going to be eating on this thing. Why? Because I'm a terrible eater. All right. So, January, right? For my Aquarius babies, it's all about victory and achievement. That means January, February, March, the first 3 months of 2026, we're making moves and we're doing goals, baby. Victory and achievement is the theme. Let's go, bro. The reason why is because of great wealth and inheritance. So clearly, you're getting your money and you're getting a lot of abundance on your way. Failure to communicate. You are going to be able to get great wealth and inheritance by learning how to communicate. You feel me? Okay? Now, before anybody come after me, failure to communicate is not always a bad thing. It just means that you're not going to always tell people about your moves. All right. You guys know about some of the new things that are coming in for 2026 that my business is going to offer. A lot of the things I'm keeping it a surprise for you guys, so that way when it happens, y'all can be surprised and pleasantly pleased. All right. Not everybody wants you to succeed. So you not telling everybody about your moves and just working right and building it up, it keeps your friends surprised and your enemies guessing. I'm all about love and light and positivity and vibing with the tribe, but I'm also kind of in the between because there are people, like we talked about in part two, there are some people that don't really want you to be happy, but they will pretend, okay? They will pretend. And I feel like this year you're going to be seeing things a lot more clearly. You're going to go over there and be like, you know what? Okay, bet. Let's just see where it goes, right? So communicate what you need. Understand that if they're not making forth an effort, don't try with them. If you're not going to try or give, I don't want it. I can appreciate somebody putting genuine effort into something, especially if you're just trying your best. I can respect that. Me personally, I can. I'd be like, all right, you know what? They did what they could. That's fine. That is okay. But going over there and being fake, it's 2026. We're not dealing with that bullshit, baby. Nah. So when it comes to failure to communicate, communicate to those who are worth your communication. Communicate with people who give it a try. That way you can get your great wealth and inheritance. Now, the end of this, right? The energy that you're going to be leading with is daydreaming and wishfully thinking. I want you to understand you can do anything you put your mind to. You can do anything you put your mind to. I don't want anybody to ever come to me and say, I'm not rich, or I'm not pretty, or I'm not successful, or I'm not this. Baby, I try not to pull this card, but I'm going to pull it in this reading, okay? I'm a visually impaired woman. I talk about my glaucoma. It is not a secret. You guys can look on my channel and my accounts. We talk about different types of glaucoma, how to handle the, surgeries, the medicines, the procedures, how to get a guide dog, how to get an emotional support animal, how we haven't really talked about social security disability, but I'm going to do that next year, okay? The reason why I'm saying it like this is that if you don't believe in yourself, who is going to believe in you? Some people are going to look at you and they're going to tell you that your dreams are too big, that you're not equipped or ready to have those dreams because those dreams require certain types of people. Fuck them. They don't know what they're talking about. I'm a lady with glaucoma. Okay. Now I see well enough, but not well enough to go over there and drive and be behind the wheels and stuff that nature. Okay. Again, there's something to do with your daydreaming and wishfully thinking. Okay. I didn't think I could have a business. We're now entering 2 years of this. Okay. And this all started just as a small thing. I wanted to have a business where I could help people and also do witchcraft and do spiritual practices and things of that nature. I didn't think it would be anything, but I gave it a chance. I took a leap of faith into this idea. And I had support granted, but I didn't believe in myself. And as I did these videos, I started to have confidence in myself because while I'm helping others, I'm also learning and helping myself as well. I'm helping you guys and me, okay? So, that being said, your disability doesn't define you. Your status, your money, your ethnicity, your beliefs do not define you. Ideas cannot be killed, and everything started with daydreaming and wishful thinking. This phone was a daydream. If you went to 2009 and 2008 and told people that they would have touch phones and they would be hooked on and there'd be AI, people would not believe you because at that time and that place, right? It was sci-fi hoopananny. It was just a bunch of like, sci-fi things that didn't exist. It made it into reality. It exists now. Planes, submarines, computers, androids, robots, okay? Trains. All of them were just ideas. Somebody made them into reality. Either they didn't get the message that it was impossible or they didn't care. So don't go over there and be afraid because you're just thinking about doing something. What's stopping you? What's stopping you? Put your energy in your hopes more than in your fears. Acknowledge the fear. Okay, fear is a necessity. It is important, yes. But it is not the only thing. I am afraid, okay? And I'm working on not letting my fear control my life. So believe in yourself. Be nice to yourself, okay? And be able to communicate what you want, but don't waste your time with people who are not worth it. That is how you're going to get your victory and achievement. You're going after great wealth and inheritance. You're going after the abundance. You're going after your dreams. You have an idea. You're making effort to make it in reality. Communicate with yourself nicely. Communicate with people who are worth your time. And leave your enemies guessing. Because everybody loves a good plot twist, baby. Now, I haven't done this since last year, okay? So we're gonna like leave this open, okay, for our January, February, and March. And we're gonna compare the transition from the first 3 months to the next three, which is April, May, and June. So April, May, and June, the theme has switched over from victory to achievement to hard work and reliability. Make sure that what you have an idea for, you put energy towards. That way, we keep this blessing coming. Okay, baby? Hard work and reliability. That means they got to be hardworking and reliable for you. You got to be hardworking and reliable for them and yourself. Aquarius, you are represented by a picture or by a really beautiful person with a pitcher and the water. Okay, you guys represent the duality of energy and flowing. How much do I give? How much do I receive? How much do I reserve? How much do I put out? You can't overpour and not get anything back. And you can't just have everything and kind of like be stagnant with it. You can, but you have to be careful with it, right? Give enough energy to those who are worth it, and to those who are not, they cannot drink from that pitcher. They cannot sit at the table. They are not divine enough to deal with you or be around you. So, what's the cause? I'm going to put it back. Strong belief in defense and conviction. Creativity and charisma. All right, let's go. Okay, this is the one that I saw. Wisdom, patience, and diplomacy. All right. So we already talked about January, right? And we're transitioning what we hope to do, as in putting work towards that and achieving it. Now, it may take some time. That is all right. Rome was not built in a day. You cannot get everything you want like this, right? You got to take time, put effort into it, and build that shit. So, because we're doing hard work and reliability, it's because we're tying into our morals. Okay? Strong belief, defense, and conviction. Strong belief is not always religious. Some people be like, oh no, 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 it is. No, it's not. No, it is not. Okay? Strong belief means core, character core, your morals, your character code, your ethics. Okay? I don't believe in judging people because of who they like or their political viewpoints. Okay, on some, all right? I am not a fan of the orange man. If you know, you know. Sorry, he's not my cup of tea. I do not like him. He's a bully. Anywho, I'm going to keep it like that. Save us all a whole 40-minute rant, right? Because you know what? I got time for that shit. Anywho, I don't judge you by your religion, by your political viewpoints, by your nationality, by whatever. Okay? Are you hurting children? Are you hurting people? Are you being wicked to animals? If not, great. We're gonna get along just fine. I don't like people who are taking advantage of children and abusing people and being ugly to animals. I don't like it because I feel like if that's what you can do, then you can do a lot of damage. And I'm too old to be dealing with that bullshit. You know what I mean? Like at 30, man, I just feel like my limits are up. My limits are up. Anywho, not everybody's going to believe that. Never everyone's going to see what I see and be what I am. Okay, some people are going to be bigots about certain things. Some people believe that if you're not like them, then you're against them. What? Listen, if you're a bigot, then you're not making any sense. It's 2025 right now. It's going to be 2026 in a few weeks. What are we doing with our lives? Who thought that being a bigot or having bigotry is groovy to the max? Because it's absolutely whack. Anywho, some people will make me try to feel guilty about what I believe or be like, oh, what you believe in is not right. That is your opinion. You are entitled to your opinion. Is your opinion right? No. But are you entitled to it? Absolutely you are. Doesn't mean that I have to agree with you, and doesn't mean I have to tolerate your bullshit. So don't let the door hit you where the cosmic flow puts you, bro. That's all I gotta say. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anywho, we are going to tap into what we believe in, how we view the world, and we're going to put a lot of hard work and reliability into this. While we are working and putting energy into this, we are also going to be tying into our charisma and creativity. Again, charisma is charm, and you motherfuckers are charming. I say this with respect, all right? I say this with respect. If somebody's gone over there and told you today, oh, you're not cute, you're not sexy, you're not smart, they're jealous. Don't listen to them. They're full of shit, okay? You guys are hardworking. You are creative. You're able to like be so easygoing, but at the same time, be incredibly calculative. Like you guys can analyze things really well. You have your own gifts, whether you're loving, whether you're kind, whether you're smart, whether you're strong in the mind, body, soul, and heart, whether you're just somebody that rallies everybody. Everybody just follows you wherever you go because they're like, oh, you know what? I fucking like Aquarius, bro. You guys are everybody's fucking cup of tea. And you're mutable. You're diverse. You can switch it up. All right? So tap into your creativity. Tap into your charm. Okay? Whatever brings people to you. That does not mean money, a big house, a fancy car, a top paying job. That's not charisma. That's materialistic things. Charisma is what you have within you. For example, my personality. Y'all thought I was going to say that I'm cute. I say that joke a lot. If y'all are new to it, you will hear it again. I know that I'm cute, but I always know that there's somebody cuter. You know what I mean? Like, there's always going to be somebody a little bit more than me. I mean, I'm here, but there's always the next best thing, okay? My personality, though, yeah, no, that's mine. I own that. My personality is insane, okay? I got enough character for everybody. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it is what it is. But yeah, people like my personality, they like the way that I think. So that's what my charisma is, okay? Now, when it comes to creativity, you're going to look at a problem and you're going to see it from different angles. Just because you have problem A doesn't mean you only have solution A. Solution A can be solution B through Z, okay? And solution A can fix problem A through Z. When you think of it like that, you're able to overcome a lot of obstacles and problems and situations, okay? And to top it off, so for April, May, and June, We are going to be carrying wisdom, patience, and diplomacy. All right. Wisdom does not come with age. Wisdom does not come with age. Wisdom comes with experience. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to take like a sip of my. I'm trying to eat like 3 meals a day. I'm really shitty about it. All right. Like I was saying, right? Wisdom, patience, and diplomacy. Wisdom comes with experience. A lot of people, like, here's the thing. If you guys are like me, right? I wouldn't say that we're the older generation, but like, if you're around your 30s, 40s, slight 50s and behind, okay? We were taught that the older you get, the wiser you become. That was wrong. There are old people who are very intelligent through experience. They learned through their experience, they harnessed that lesson, got that wisdom, and carried it on and showed everybody else, like, hey, this is what I experienced, this is what I learned, this is how to do it. And some people are old and they're very unintelligent. They do not have the mind. And I'm not going to talk about, like, oh, maybe they're senile. It's not senile, it's the lack of experience and the lack of adaptation. You're not adapting. You feel me? We live in a world of mutability, of diversity, of constant change and evolution. That means if you're not changing, you're getting stuck in one place, doomed to repeat it over and over and over again until you get it. Okay? There are young people who are very ignorant, and I know a lot of young people who are very intelligent, wise beyond their years, due to the experience they went through. Okay? Again, wisdom is experience. Experience is lessons that were taught to you in your own journey, right? Through your own path and all that, that you learned, you harnessed, you got tools underneath your belt, and now you're carrying that wisdom. Regardless of your age, wisdom is experience. Experience is the lessons that were taught that you learned and you took it on. All right. So we are going to be carrying wisdom for July, August, and September. We are also going to carry patience. Let me tell you all this now. Patience is a motherfucking virtue. I didn't, I used to get so fucking pissed, guys. I used to get so fucking pissed because I'd be like, why are these older people telling me that wisdom is like, first, wisdom is experience. Secondly, why is patience a virtue? Why do we have to be patient when people can just do things right the first time? Granted, guys, I was in my early 20s, okay? Early 20s, late teens. I was not the most patient woman or lady. The world beat the shit out of me. I learned how to be patient. I learned how to be humble real quick. I'm not gonna lie. But patience is a virtue. You have to be patient with other people. Not everybody gets things like you do. That's the first thing. The second thing is you have to be patient with yourself. If you are a perfectionist, if you are somebody that has to be in control, I'm calling my ass out and I'm calling you guys out as well, okay? I'm not a controlling person, but there are things that I do have like immense, like, oh, this has to be this way. Okay, I don't know if that's the Virgo in me or if that's just like my personality by nature. Because I feel like for the most part, I think I'm easygoing. Okay, I think I'm accepted to other ways of getting things done. But on certain stuff, no, it needs to be done this way because this way is the superior way. I'm gonna blame my zodiac sign. I'm gonna be one of those people, right? It's not me, it's my zodiac sign. It's my Virgo. Yeah, blame it on the earth sign. My Leo, however, is still like backing that up. Anywho, but like I was saying, right, to get over it and be done with that. Um, be patient with yourself. You're learning as you go along. Life is not perfect. Neither are you. Neither am I. Okay? Perfection is an illusion, it's a lie that we were told, and sadly, a lot of us believed, myself included, that it existed, and it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Perfection is an illusion. To be in the eyes of people as a perfect person, you have to put so much work and effort and push yourself to the extreme. And even then, you're not fully perfect. Because though your outside of you is perfect, the inside of you is a mess. Embrace the flaws, embrace the rawness, embrace the messy and the untamed, because that's the life we're living, baby. Some of it is beautiful and glorious and on, and some of it sucks, like really bad. Okay? All right. So, like I was saying, take your time, have a calm mind, and have a calm heart. Be wise and use your brain and experience and knowledge. Evolving takes constant shifting and changes, which means you're adapting and learning and figuring it out as you go. That's the life. Now, when it comes to diplomacy or being diplomatic is a fancy smancy word for master compromiser. Compromising doesn't mean you give everything up for one person. You give up things for each other. For each other. I give a little, you give a little. We are not always going to agree on things, baby. Okay? I believe that everybody has a right to be who they are. So long as you're not like, a pedophile or a rapist and things of that nature, do as you will. All right. Now, if you're like that, there is some biasness to it. I don't like those kinds of people. We all have it. That's mine. That's the hill I die on. Now, other than that, right? Embrace your imperfections, understand that you're learning, and you don't have to always agree with somebody, and people are not always going to agree with you. Being diplomatic means I'm taking turns. I try your idea, you try mine next time. We meet in the middle, and we combine our ideas, okay? Or we fuse it into something. Or we agree to disagree. That means I'm not backing down from this and you're not backing down from this. And instead of going over there fighting and trying to get other people to agree with us, we agree to disagree. We understand each other's different opinions and we move on to something else. You feel me? Yeah. So that is a good energy because for July, August, and September, it is all about unreliability and taking risks. This card as a whole can be impulsiveness. All right. The card of like, I do what I want without thinking. Don't do that. Be unreliable to those who are unreliable to you. If you're putting all that energy into something and they're not giving it back to you without even trying, fuck them. They're not worth your time. You can try new things, just know what you're getting into. Okay? Know what you're getting into before jumping on that bandwagon. All right. Now, why are we having this? What's up? Cards are getting so old. Deep attraction. So the reason why we're having unreliability and taking risks is due to deep attraction. We're going after the things that we like and things that we have a passion for. Okay. Hard work and reliability, attention to detail, focus, and practice. So hard work and reliability is going to help you guys get the things that you like because we're putting our energy and our efforts into something that we have a passion for. And we are going to end July, August, and September with attention to detail, focus, and practice. We're going to put time, energy, and effort in things that we like doing and work towards that goal. Okay? That's what's up, Aquarius babies. happy. All right, now I'm gonna kind of just switch out. All right, it's kind of cute. All right, so let's get it. October, November, and December, we are finishing the last 3 months of 2026 with independence and self reliance, baby. We are standing on our own and we're having confidence in ourselves. Where is this confidence coming from? Encouragement and enjoying the fruits of your labor. All that hard work is finally paying off, which is going to be a problem for some of you guys. Because when we're done doing this one, this is the problem for 2026. Encouragement, enjoying fruits of your labor. Having encouragement in yourself is very important, okay? And we'll get to that in a moment. So, like I was saying, it is important, Aquarius, to have people that lift you up and support you and love you and genuinely want the best for you. But it is also important to have encouragement in yourself, like to lift yourself up, because not everybody knows when you need that support. Okay? Not everybody's going to be like, you know what? Sorry, guys, hold on. Yeah, like I was saying, right? Not everybody's going to know that you need support, that you need somebody to hold your hand and lift you up. A lot of people may come to you guys for strength, and they don't understand that even the rock needs a rock to lean on, right? And you may not want to bother other people with their things and stuff of that nature. I get it, I do. But you got to be able to lift yourself up. You got to be able to look back and be like, man, look how far I came. And look how far I'm going to be going. You know what I mean? You did a lot of work. This year was not always easy for you guys, and it required a lot of fucking sacrifices. Y'all have changed your mentality, the way that you view things. You dealt with your own personal war and battles and hell that you had to walk through. And now you're entering 2026 and you're kind of like, okay, I'm happy that 2025 is over, but at the same time, I'm really scared about 2026. Or I'm curious, right? Like at this point, I've seen it all, I've done it all. Don't forget to fill your own cup, is all I'm saying, okay? Don't forget to go over there and give yourself kudos and grace and give yourself a pat on the back because, baby, you made it far. You made it far. All that hard work is paying off. You're now able to have not only independence, but have people you can support and people that support you. You have weeded out all the fake ass bitches, and now you got real motherfuckers. I said what I said. I'm not going to apologize for how I said it. I said what I said. Okay? If you guys have been with me for a few years, you already know I swear a lot, mainly because I can. And because I really like it. I don't know why. I guess the older I became, I'm just like, you know what? F it. It is what it is. But yeah. So encouragement during fruits of your labors is the energy you're bringing. That's how come you're getting to be able to be independent and self-reliant. Like I said before, independence is great. Go for it. Have confidence in yourself. The theme for 2026 is all about teamwork. You don't have to be so independent that you do everything by yourself and you don't ask for help. Don't do it. You have a team. You got the A team, the absolute, the A OK, the all right, all right. You got them. Use them. Doing everything on your own is admirable, but it's stressful as fuck. Don't do it. This is your advice from your friendly neighborhood Virgo. Okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. You talking to the queen and king and royal in between of independence. I do it myself because I'm the only one that can do it right. And I've killed myself and burned myself out because of it. I'm saving you. I'm saving you from the shit that I did to myself so that y'all don't do it to yourself, okay? You don't want to go over there and be so independent that it gets in your way of actually doing things and doing it right without killing yourself and burning yourself out and stressing yourself to the max. You also don't want to be so codependent that you can't do anything without somebody else. There has to be a balance, okay? Every independent boss, queen, king, and royal in between has an amazing team, has the people that lift them up, and also the person who's independent lifts them up. You guys lift each other. That's a healthy thing, okay? Me going over there and relying solely on somebody all day and not doing anything is wrong. Me being so independent that I don't rely on anybody is also unhealthy. You can't be one or the other. You have to have a balance, okay? Be okay to do things on your own, baby. Just don't go over there and take it to the limit. Don't try to pull it up to max, all right? Ain't gonna work for you. Now, what will help you? Again, wisdom with experience, patience in yourself and others, and diplomacy. We take turns, we combine ideas, we agree to disagree. Just because I'm compromising doesn't mean I sacrifice every single thing without having some form of sacrifice back. I'm not going to kill myself to make somebody else warm if they're not going to do the same for me. It took 30 years. I finally got why. Hopefully, it don't take y'all that long. Hey, yo, bro. Now, time, energy, and effort. Because I'm putting my time, energy, and effort with experience, patience in myself, and compromising, I am able to get all that hard work and it's paying off. I'm having encouragement with my team and myself. I'm able to stand on my own and have confidence in myself to get my goals. Okay? All right. Why is encouragement and enjoying fruits of your labor going to be a problem for 2026? I feel like because some of you guys don't feel like you deserve it, or you just don't know if it's real. I feel like this past years, right, have been like punking you. You ever been like, okay, I know that a lot of you guys are early 2000s, so you guys obviously know the show Punked by Ashton Kutcher, okay? Where they hide cameras everywhere and they prank the bejesus out of celebrities and people. And it's kind of like a haha got you kind of thing, okay? Ho ho, y'all about to stand on business. Okay, let's go, bro. Yo, I'm so happy. I know why you guys are struggling though. Okay, let me give my because my dumb ass guys, like I'm not saying that I'm not a smart person. Okay, I am. My mind runs way too fast for me to catch it. And it's on like level 10,000. So I'm just like, okay. Sometimes I switch my stuff up. Anywho, the reason why encouragement and during fruits of your labor is going to be a hard thing is due to loss of opportunity, which means you're making room by letting go of old things, which is what this year has been about. For 2025 has been all about loss of opportunity, letting go of old ways, making room for new things to come, and it may have been like a fucking shift. Maybe you guys lost everything and now you're getting everything back and slowly being built up again, or there's been some things y'all wanted for yourself that you can't have because it's not meant for you, right? It could be numerous things. But at the end of the day, this is loss of opportunity, okay? Loss of job, loss of money, loss of relationships, loss of what? So while we're losing opportunities, we are learning how to fight for the cause and rebel. This card is going to be your solution. Okay, this is the next one we're going to talk about. At the end of the day, this is like I said what I said. I speak my piece. I stand on this. This is what it is. Okay, that's the energy for this one. I said what I said. I meant it. This is the hill I die on. This is how it's going to be. Ah, no cap, real talk on business. This is the card. And I'm really happy that it is. Y'all have probably been holding your voice. Some of y'all are going to speak. Y'all not going to be putting up with the bullshit. And I am for it. I am for it, baby. So while we're being honest and we're fighting for new opportunities, we're going to be getting resources and the ability to give and receive money, which is going to lead you to have encouragement because you're encouraging yourself, you're surrounding yourself with supportive people, and because you're obtaining resources and giving and receiving money, you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. But first, we gotta let go of some old shit because that old shit, the ways, it's not helping. It's not giving, baby. No, we cannot do that. So we're going to be honest and we're going to stand our ground on the things that we want. We're obtaining resources and giving and receiving money. Therefore, we are getting the encouragement and enjoying the fruits of the labor. Now, switching card decks again, because I have one here and here. So, yeah. Okay. Standing your ground, baby. Why is this your solution? I don't always read the things, man. The first one I saw. Strong belief, defense, and conviction. The reason why we are standing on business is because we're tied to our character code and morals. All right? As we should. At the same time, make room for new beliefs and ways, okay? Competition and disagreement. Pushing yourself to try new things and also tie into your beliefs and adapt to them will help you grow a lot, okay? Resentment and a turning point is the ending of this. So I feel like as long as you balance your, like here's the thing, I have no problem with competitive people. It's fine. You know what I mean? But don't go over there and take it to the limit. Some people go so fucking hard with their competition, and we're so hard on ourselves that it forces us to hate ourselves or hate the person because we're never good enough. It's never enough. It's never this. It always has to be more. And it's exhausting and frustrating and just too much to handle sometimes. You know what I mean? Okay. So stick to your strong belief. Stand on your character. Use competition to lift you up to new goals. Do not take it so far where you end up having resentment. Let go of the resentment. You have the right to be hurt. You have the right to be mad. You don't have the right to hold on to it. This is also the same outcome for your spiritual that we talked on, part 2. So you guys haven't watched that, watch it because part 2 and part 3 are really important so y'all understand what the whole year is about, okay? So yeah. Now, teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. Why is this your theme for 2026? Aquarius. The reason why you have teamwork is because of teamwork. It always makes me laugh when it does that. Like, you dumbass bitch. Because I said so. Y'all need it. Okay, we're almost done again. Yeah. Just a friendly, again, reminder, do not burn yourself out. Rest when you need rest, recharge when you need to recharge. Just because, yes, you're going to need you're going to need teamwork. That's great. You communicating is very important, but do not waste your time on people who are not going to go over there and put effort and energy into you. Okay? If you end up wasting your time, you may start blocking it out because you're carrying a lot of stressors. Feel your emotions. If it is too much, if you're feeling hollow, empty, and numb, take a break, go to a doctor, go to a counselor, go to a psychiatrist because empathy can kill. Empathy is your body, your mind, and your heart telling you that we're overwhelmed and tired and exhausted. So we're going to shut down, right? We're going to reboot ourselves. You're going to be on the passenger seat. And yeah, we're just going to kind of go through our day to day till you figure out how many problems we can solve and how to help, like how to solve them. What it causes is for you not to feel anything, think anything, and be anything. Therefore, you are stressed out, overwhelmed, exhausted, hollow, empty, numb, and burnt. And you will not think about your well being, and it can cause you to end up hurting yourself at the end. So, yeah, don't run on empathy. Empathy is also the same outcome for your love life. We talked about it again in part two. So communicate your needs, work with people who are going to work with you, and don't kill yourself to make other people warm. So just a brief summary for y'all's 2026 year reading, Aquarius babies. Y'all are going to have a good year. You are going to have to let go of some things that have been holding you back. You need to make sure that whatever you're giving is also being received. And you need to think, just because you've known them for years, are they healthy for you to be around? And if they're not healthy for you to be around, then that needs to change. Like either you're going to make the change or not. And a lot of times people feel like they're either too old to change, that they don't really have to change, they're not the problem. And it just causes a lot of unnecessary jazz. I believe anybody can change, but that person is going to want to. You know what I mean? Like I understand that there's a lot of things I'm working with on myself and I'm doing the best I can each and every day. But I'm not gonna come up to you guys and be like I'm the most perfect person, I am an angel, I'm a saint. The heavens and all that sing my name because I know that's bullshit, right? Do what you can, try your best, focus on your goals, and have confidence in yourself that you can do it. If anybody else doesn't believe you, do it so well that you can go over and say, not only did you doubt me, but I did it so well that I surpassed your expectations. Prove it wrong. That's the best thing I can use for your pettiness, guys, as well as my own. You'll know you're not the only one, but tap into the petty energy. Use that petty energy to be like, you know what? Not only did I did it once, I did it twice. I did it twice as nice. Look how, like, your hate only fuels me to prove you wrong and to show everybody that I'm that one, right? Yes, you should be humble, but it's very satisfying to prove your enemies wrong. You know what I mean? I'm not saying go out there and do it, but it's not against the law. You don't have to prove yourself to these haters. But the satisfaction of their face being godsmacked, it's a tempting offer, is all I'm saying. Um, Again, I'm being serious, but I'm also being very silly about it. You guys are going to be fine. Don't worry. You're going to be letting go of a lot of toxic people. You're going to be embracing yourself, tapping into your gifts and powers, and focusing on things that you like and things that you want. You don't have to be this perfect person. You don't have to be this alpha and omega. You just have to be you. Okay? All right. Next up is Cancer. So stay tuned for more. And if you like what you see, please follow and subscribe. Again, thank you guys for 71 subscribers. When we get to like the 100 subscribers, like each time, we will have a special video. I don't know what. Maybe I'll like kind of have everybody vote. You know what I mean? Like I'll get into a live or I'll put a video on and be like, guys, if you're watching this video, what kind of videos do you guys want? I'll put a little poll in there and be like, all right, well, we have these options. What types of videos would you like to celebrate our 100th subscriber, right? And just pick it up there. Anywho, slay the day, be happy, and be gay. Remember never to settle for less because you guys deserve the best. And if you're interested in your own personal year reading, if you have MTN, Airtel, or mobile money, it is 25k Uganda shillings, which is about $7 to $8, okay? If you have PayPal or Zelle, it is 20 USDs for a past, present, or future year reading. Okay? I've talked to you guys on Instagram, Facebook, or Snap. My descriptions on how I go about my readings and things is in the description of this video, as well as if you're interested in palm readings or you want somebody else to have their hand read and see their personality. One hand is $6, two are 20. I have one where I can read two hands and have three readings for $27, either through PayPal and Zelle or Airtel. All right, because Airtel, PayPal, and Zelle are my forms of payment. I can receive MTN, Airtel, and mobile money through my Airtel account and only cash through PayPal and Zelle because they won't let me download any other things. All right, peace out, guys. Follow and subscribe for more if you like what you